Welcome back. Good morning. Again, I'm Dr. Chan, Dean of Admissions here at the University of Utah School of Medicine. Today I'm going to talk to you about why you should apply to the University of Utah School of Medicine, and if accepted, why you should come here. First of all, we have a lot of combined degree advantages. We've noticed with many of our applicants, they're very interested in learning about medicine, but also maybe another degree to help them prepare to be the best physician possible. So first of all, we have a combined MD, PhD program. These individuals combine the science, becoming a scientist, as well as becoming a physician. This program is longer than normal. I'll talk about this a little bit later in our program, but MD, PhD programs are pretty popular. We also have a MD, MSPH or MD, MPH program. That's a Master's of Science of Public Health or a Master's of Public Health. So a lot of our physicians will end up working in rural sites or be in charge of organizations where they have to make decisions regarding vaccinations, using limited resources to improve preventive care measures. So for a medical student interested in this route, we do have a combined MD, MSPH program or MD, MPH program. Now what's the difference between those two? The Master's of Science of Public Health requires more of a research emphasis, whereas the Master's of Public Health just usually has a capstone master's project. Both these programs are 5 years long. The MD takes 4 years, the MPH takes 5 years. Business of healthcare, incredibly important, a growing need in our society. So we have a combined MD, MBA program. That's a Master's of Business Administration. Again, a 5-year program, and they take classes at the David Eccles School of Business, learn about healthcare economics, healthcare financing, aspects like that. All right, innovation. Our medical school is all about innovation. First of all, we have something called the Bench to Bedside Initiative. Really excited by this. This was started a few years ago. So the fundamental question was, how do you take bench research, which can take a long time to help patients? How do you speed that up? How do you help patients more quickly? How do you move it from the bench to the bedside? So we decided to make it an interdisciplinary competition. Medical students, if they want to participate, are put up into teams with engineering students from main campus. These engineering students and medical students go around, they interview different docs, they shadow different docs, they brainstorm different ideas, and they go back to their labs and they design prototypes. They put their ideas into motion. Now this has gotten so large, there's actually 2 parts to this competition. The first part is more like medical devices, and the second part is more like video games or phone app development. Going back to the competition, we have this annual, we call it the gala, Bench to Bedside Gala, where everyone brings their prototypes, brings their ideas. There may or may not be a lot of poster board, and they display it. It's kind of like a science fair on steroids. We have judges, the judges go around, they interview the students, they play with the prototypes, the judges pick winners, and the winners get capital or seed money to take their project to the next level. They get help from our law school to file patent protection for intellectual property rights. They get to be wined and dined by venture capitalists here in Salt Lake City, the Silicon Slopes, as well as Silicon Valley out in California. Really great program, really unique to our med school, and really popular too. We have also a very innovative curriculum. The way I view our curriculum, it's a living, breathing organism. It's always evolving and changing. Our goal is to make it as integrative and as applicable as possible. And we do that through all 4 years. Our curriculum combines the art and science of medicine. When our students come here, they learn about anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, but they also learn how does that information apply to local patients, to patient populations. How does that information help someone who might be struggling with an ethical issue? So there's an art of medicine and there's a science of medicine. Our curriculum combines the two. Research, incredibly important here at the University of Utah School of Medicine. We were recently ranked in the U.S. News Report as being one of the top in the school. $160 million goes to annual research funding. We're the only academic medical center in the Intermountain West, and our faculty, when they work here at the U, because they're involved in academics, they're dedicated to doing research, and we want our medical students to be part of that. I like to tell the students that as pre-meds, there are certain barriers to getting into research labs. I recognize that, I see that, I feel that. What I tell our medical students is once you're part of the club, it's easier. So you pretend you're sitting in lecture and you have this really great cardiologist come and teach you something about the heart that was amazing. You just shoot that cardiologist an email after class, after lecture, and let them know that you are a medical student, it's kind of the key word, and you can get a spot in their lab. The researchers, the professors, the physicians love having medical students be part of their lab. And according again to U.S. News World Report, this upcoming ranking, this upcoming year, we've risen. All right, we've gone up to number 40 in research and number 34 in primary care. Why else would you come here? Student affairs. And I would look at student affairs through three main ways: their academic success program, mentoring, and wellness. So what does academic success mean? Basically, the way to think about it is medical school is hard. There's a lot of resources that we give our students through the ASP program to help them. That means we have books they can check out, flashcards, we provide tutoring, TA, workshops. There are self-assessment, performance reviews. There's these large tests in medical school that you have to take to become a doctor, to graduate, called Step 1, Step 2. We provide practice exams. Shelf exams, those are during third year. So at the end of your surgery rotation, you take the surgery shelf exam. Again, we have practice exams available. And exam accommodations. Certain students sometimes need a little extra time or something like that. The academic success program works with the students to make sure they get the adequate and necessary accommodations to do well. Mentoring, incredibly important. So first of all, how does a medical student figure out what kind of doctor they want to be? We have a career in medicine's track, especially testing, where students can go in, take a test based on aptitude, attitude, all these different types of items, and they kind of spit out like, oh, you should be a dermatologist, or you should be a surgeon. We help our students by doing application review for residency. We do mock interviewing as they prepare to interview for the residency programs. We help them mentor with different physicians, shadow different physicians. We have large career days when different physicians present their fields. And we have this really cool course called Longitudinal Preparation for Internship. So we've noticed when our fourth year students are about to graduate, they're a little bit nervous about taking that next step and to be full-fledged MDs to start their residency programs. So we created a course that helps the students throughout their fourth year to be the best interns possible. They hit the ground running. Wellness, very important. So our medical school has a very robust wellness program. This means that students can always get individual therapy, or if things are going rough with them and their spouse, partner, significant other, there's couples counseling. Sometimes medications are needed, and we provide that as well. We also do a lot of proactive measures, including resiliency workshops, student interest groups, as well as yoga and pet therapy. So the way to think about this is that before large finals, the wellness program will sometimes go out and get therapeutic little kittens and puppies, and they get to play with them before taking their test. And research has sort of shown that this helps reduce anxiety and improve pet performance. So the way to think about wellness, yes, there's a lot of things they do that are very reactive, I guess you can say, but also very proactive as well. They do these workshops where they talk to the students about healthy eating, maintaining a healthy life-work balance, how to do different exercise programs and things like that. Okay, our facilities, another great reason why you should apply and should come here. And I've got news for you. We're changing, we're growing, we're building. So first of all, our med school is a fully integrated academic medical center. It's kind of the heart of our campus. And we have all these kind of specialty hospitals that are kind of offshoots. So we have our main university hospital. We'll also have the Huntsman Cancer Institute, one of the top cancer treatment centers in the country. We have the Moran Eye Center, freestanding hospital dedicated to the eye. Large hospital, tiny organ. I'm still blown away by that, all right? Primary Children's Hospital. Again, some of you may not know, some of you probably know, we have a lot of children in Utah. Our pediatrics care center through Primary Children's is the best in the country. And our students rotate and do research at all these facilities. But here's the news. Recently, the legislature passed legislation giving us funding to help tear down some of our older buildings and to build some new ones. So what's going out and what's going in? So there's something called Building 521. That's the original hospital. It was built in the 1960s. It is over 50 years old. And we recently celebrated that 50th birthday by trying to actively tear it down. It's not a current facility. It's not up to date. I question if it could withstand an earthquake. So we're very excited that building's coming down, and we're building 3 new buildings in its place. So the first is going to be the new med school building. Med actually stands for Medical Education and Discovery. That's going to be the home for the medical school. And as you see in that top picture on the right, it's going to be a really cool shape, really a lot of glass. It's going to have a Discovery and Innovation Center. Right next door, we're also building something called the ACC. That's going to be the Ambulatory Care Center. So the way to think about that, if you're familiar with our hospital, if you walk in the ground floor, you'll pass Clinic 2 and Clinic 6. Those are all outpatient clinics, and those will need to be moved. So we're going to build a brand new ACC, Ambulatory Care Center, for those clinics. And then rehab hospital. So there's an old rehab hospital that's part of our med school. It is very small. The rooms are actually designed for rehab patients. Rehab patients, again, the way to think about this is if you're in a car crash and you need some surgery and you do well in the surgery, but you need to learn how to walk again or how to learn how to use your hands, things like that, you need to spend more time at a rehab hospital. So a rehab hospital has physical and occupational therapists. They work with the physical medicine rehab physician, and we are building a brand new rehab hospital. It's going to probably have 100 beds, and we're really excited by this because a lot of patients, they need more time than a few days in the hospital. They need to go somewhere where they can do a longer recovery. So those are the 3 new buildings that are going to go in. Okay, global health, really popular with our students and really popular in our state. So we have a really robust global health program. We actually created a graduate certificate in global medicine. This actually shows up on the medical students' transcripts. So if they choose to do this, this does show up on the transcripts, really popular with the students in that way. So we have a bunch of electives and classes and research opportunities. And I actually have another PowerPoint, which we'll be doing another presentation in a few days where you'll get to learn more about global health, because this is kind of a separate topic that I'm just really excited about. But really quickly, we have many sites: Ghana, Rwanda, Malaysia, China, India. Those are our official sites. Those are reciprocal. So from time to time, you'll see faculty and students from those countries here. If any of our students want to go to one of those 5 sites, it's a little bit easier. We've greased the wheels, meaning that we know the people on the other end. We have housing set up on the other end. We know the people there. We know our students will have a positive educational experience. Having said that, because our medical school is unique, there are many, many students here that speak a foreign language as a second language. So if any of our current med students want to go to a different part of the world, or they speak a foreign language and they just want to try something else, they work with our global health team. So our students have also done rotations in Haiti, in Peru, in Guatemala, Poland, Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic. So again, all things are possible with our global health team. And I just alluded to it, our students speak 26 different languages, and just the diversity of the students coming in with a class size of 125, they came from 44 different colleges and universities. So again, another reason to come here is to be part of that diversity, be part of the growing class size, the growing need to have many different students from many different backgrounds treat a diverse patient population. That's it. I hope you're interested and enthusiastic about our medical school as much as I am. I look forward to seeing your applications, and hopefully you'll be coming here too. Thank you.